Hello everyone, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel, and as a disclaimer, this is an adult coloring channel. This is not intended for children. If you are under the age of 18, if you could please leave this channel now, that would be greatly appreciated. And let's get started. And today's video is going to be my finished coloring pages for the month of April 2020, and they're in no random order. I just kind of pulled them. The first book I have here is Hanna Mermaids, Fairies, and Other Girls of Whimsy. I had just done one in this one. I did this one. She's got some stickles on her bubbles, and the base layer is alcohol marker. I did, if you can see her fin kind of sparkles and stuff, that is glitter sparkle Mod Podge, just right there. And I put a little bit here and a little bit right there. There's stickles on those little pearls. Made the little sea monkeys purple. I think it turned out cute. And there's some Pentel sparkle pop on those little dots on the monkeys. And I shaded it in with Lyra Rembrandt colored pencils. Next one I have is in the Magical Unicorn Society official coloring book. Apologize about that. This book, you actually don't see it very often on YouTube, and so this was one of those I took a chance books, and I'll kind of do a little bit of a flip through too, but the one I did was in the back. I did this one, and I colored this little flower to match, and I have gel pen, and I decided to do a pink horse and blue horse. And I used my I think they were my choline colored pencils and Jelly Roll gel pens. And then I used black acrylic gloss paint for the background and did the dots with white gel pen. It was fun to do. And right here it kind of tells what is about these types of unicorns. This is kind of a book that has different words on the side, so I'll kind of flip through it for you guys a little bit. The illustrations aren't too detailed, but you can have a lot of fun with them. You could shade them and do whatnot. I'm not giving a full flip. I just want you guys to be able to get a general idea of what's in this book, since I actually don't know if there is a flip through on YouTube of this book. And like it says what kind of unicorn lives in certain countries. It's kind of like a history of unicorns. So if you like unicorns, you'd probably like this book. Third book was out of the Colorage Magiques Mysteries book, and this one didn't turn out at all like I wanted, but I can say it's done. This was last month. I did this one before. Maybe it was February, March, I can't remember, but this is the one I did in April. What had happened is I pulled the wrong color here, and I had to try to match it as close as I could to this because I thought it was supposed to be green because of the color code thing. It threw me off. I thought this was a light shade of green, not a yellow. So I took my gel pen and did my best to match, and turned out all right. And then after I'd done the marker on the boat, I actually went over it with my Prismacolor pencil because there were a lot of lines left over. I still haven't found the perfect medium that I like for these books, but Rapunzel's done and she looks pretty, so that works. Next one I did was in this book, In Love, a romantic grayscale coloring book by Rachel Mintz. And I did this one for Easter. I did this little daddy bunny and little kid bunny, like they're going fishing together. And I used a marker base, alcohol marker base, went in and shaded with choline colored pencils and eyeshadow background to give it kind of a old looking paper look, and a little bit of white gel pen, and that was it. And then of course I sprayed it so that the eyeshadow wouldn't come off my paper. This is a really cute book. If you are a beginner to grayscale, this is a really fun book you could do because the images aren't humongous and the grayscale is just a perfect amount for a beginner. Next one I did was in this one. This is the Fairy Miracles book. I just have a different edition. I don't know what language that is. I do apologize, but it is Fairy Miracles. And I did, let's find it. I did this one. And I actually turned her into an alien. And it was for Jackie from Coloring with UFOs was doing a color along. And it was Alien April 2020. And it was to take a picture and turn it into an alien. So I decided to turn my mermaid into an alien. And then I had a couple friends that colored this picture as well as a buddy color. They didn't do theirs into aliens. I just did so that I could do Jackie's hashtag. And I think it turned out really fun and cute. And I did the galaxy seahorses for fun. And then the background is actually eyeshadow because I had colored the whole thing and I didn't want to ruin it. So I just did a combination of different shades of eyeshadow, kind of blotched it around. And I think it turned out cute. Next one I have here is in Geometric Mandalas coloring book by Jade Summer. And I just had done one. I've been doing this book in order. I did this one. I actually just pulled some markers out of my marker bin that kind of were in the same color grouping, and I just went with it. And then I added white gel pen to create a little bit of highlight to it. I think it's alright. It's not my favorite, but not everything can be your favorite, right? But it's done. At least I can say it's a finished page. Yay! The next one I have is in Kawaii Grayscale coloring book by Jade Summer. And I just did one in here. If I can find it. Here it is. I did this Asian girl. And she's got some Pentel Sparkle Pop pink on her shirt. And a little bit of silver in the building in the background. And basically it is just alcohol markers, combination of Cali Arts and Tin Hao markers. Next one I have here is another Rachel Mintz. This is Women Art Grayscale coloring book. I think the girl on the front is really pretty. And I mainly wanted to color in this one because I hadn't yet. And I did it for hashtag color your hoard. And this is the one I did. And grayscale can be pretty intimidating. I did this one with, I think it was my choline colored pencils. And what I do is I put a base layer of all the color down with my colored pencils. And then after that base layer is down, all my shading and everything, it does look kind of scratchy. I take my Gamasol or odorless mineral spirits and smooth it out with a Q-tip, and this is the result you will get with that, and it's pretty cool. And it doesn't leak on the backside because it dries the odorless mineral spirits, so it won't damage your book. So there she is, kissing a snake. And I left her top white because I wanted her to be like pure. And I made sure to use black, like a black fine, like tip pen like this, Bic Intensity, just to give her some eyelashes because they were white. Next one I have here is the Grayscale 2-in-1 Chibi Girls by Jade Summer. Several people have done this book for this last month, and I thought I would join in. And I've done 3 in here. Did this little cowgirl, and basically alcohol markers, a little bit of gel pen, sparkle gel pen. And that was it on that girl. And then I did I don't want to skip it. I skipped her. This one, the Magician, made the bunnies kind of a light blue color because I thought that the bunnies are supposed to be white, but I felt like they needed to be colored. And then I wanted to make her vest sparkly, so I used the Sparkle Pop gel pen that is black, but after you use it, it kind of turns a red color, if you can see that, but the case is black, so it's kind of a cool effect. And I did her boots with that too. I did one more, this one right here. The little Eskimo girl with her puppy. And this one was tricky because of all the ice. And so I decided to make her outfit purple. Gave her yellow mittens because I love to use yellow in my pictures. The sky did not go the way I wanted to at all. But after so many things of trying to make it work, I just left it the way it was. But from the sky, like the mountains down, I think it's pretty cool. But that was the only 3 I did in this one. And then I was working in Coloring Kawaii Mandala Magic Volume 1 by Danny Banani. And a few of my friends were coloring in this one, and we kind of did a buddy color together with this particular book, and I actually achieved quite a few of them this last month. I'm going to zoom up so you guys can see a little bit better. So I did the Breakfast Bonanza, the first one. I think these little toast, I think they're supposed to be French toasts because they look like they're little Frenchmen. Did the dinosaurs, Dynamite Doodles, that's what it's titled. And I have used gel pen, but most of it was used with Bic Intensity fine liners. Here is the Forecast Fun. And I did use a little bit of pencil just for that inner center there. I haven't done these piggies yet. I need to find a good pink. I did the school supplies, cute and classy, with everybody being home from school. Kind of made me wish the kids were back in school a little bit. And this one My daughter actually got to this book and she had colored this apple and I had to fix it. So I actually colored this page, and there she was out of the lines pretty good, but she had a red apple, so I used my white jelly roll and cleaned it up and made it look nice. And I am not exactly sure what this is. First I colored it purple because I was thinking, oh, it's an onion, but then I realized all of this is fruit. So I think these are pomegranates, so I think I got it totally wrong. But it's still a cute page. Very fun and very colorful. And there's monsters, and then I did another one that was in the back. Just find it. Sorry about that. A little tricky. There, right there. This one. The forest animals. Like inside right here is mushrooms, hedgehogs, bunnies, foxes, bears, deer, owls. Kind of tried to match it up the best I could. And since I didn't really know what to do color-wise for the hedgehog, I went a light blue, and then I had the owls match so the colors would all coincide with each other. I tried to do that with mandalas. And that was all I did out of this book. Zoom me back out. Alright, and I actually completed one in this book. Very last day, April 30th, just because I wanted to at least color one since the book was on my desk from another video I had just posted. And I did this one. And she's mostly alcohol markers. These blades of grass is the Ohuhu brush markers. What you do to create this effect is you push down and then flick, and it will create some grass blades for you pretty easily. I tried to use some darker yellow and blend it in a little bit so that the sun was hiding under the cloud type of a thing. And she does have sparkle gel pen on her. I tried to make her wings kind of sparkly too and outline them in white because they were fairy wings. And I tried to make these flowers be like the poppies off of Wizard of Oz. Make them red just for fun. And that was Whimsical World Big Book, and this is by Molly Harrison. Another one that I had done on the 30th, last minute, was in Color Me Fearless. And this one is illustrated by Angela Porter. This is a pretty big book. I did this one right here. I actually have like a pencil case that has gel pens in it that are like running low or almost out. So I just grabbed that case, picked some colors that were almost out, which were these orange, yellow, and blue, and I used up the rest of them. And then this is Crayola Super Tip, this orange outline, and then I colored black marker, black alcohol marker, and then I took my sparkle Mod Podge and painted over it to create some sparkle on, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but it had like a sparkly background, and I think it turned out well. Just for a quick little project to use up some of those gel pens that only have like a tiny bit left in them. Next one I have is Kawaii Girl Fashion Coloring Book. And I did this one towards more of the beginning of the month. And I think this one I did before I showed the haul. So this one's in my haul video as well. And I just did this first one just because I wanted to show you guys what you could do to this book. Added a little bit of sparkle gel pen there, and it's just alcohol marker. Nothing too glamorous, but it turned out super cute. And this book has lots of like cute chibi kawaii type girls. I think this one's cute. I love all the bricks. It looks like a little bit of a challenge, but it would probably turn out really cute once it's done. And it's a pretty thin book, but I thought it was a good find. And that one is on Amazon if you guys are interested. And I don't think, let me just in case you need to know who it's by Mindful Coloring Books, and that was Kawaii Girl Fashion. The next book I have is the Adult Coloring Book Treasury 2, and I did 2 in here. I did this one, has alcohol markers and glitter gel pen, and the black that's inside the heart. The reason why it looks kind of glossy is because it's the black Jelly Roll Glaze pen. And then I decided if I can find it. It's a big book. I would do this one. And this was just a pattern page. I did really simple, just taking my alcohol markers straight. Tried to line it up the best I could to create straight lines. And this wasn't here before. And I had a Mickey silhouette I painted black. And then I added that sparkle Mod Podge over the top, give him a little shimmer. And I collaged him onto this page, and after he was all dry, I outlined him in white gel pen, and that was kind of a fun thing to do on the wallpaper type page. Sorry, I just wiggled the desk. Next one was in this one by Rita Berman. This is Min Summer Blazer Gang. I'm sure I said that wrong. And this was actually a whip for a long time. I did this page with the ducklings, and I made it so that one was like a guy and one was a girl. And this one's all in the teals, and this one's all in the purples. And I have sparkle gel pen on them as well. And I wanted to carry over that into the butterfly and the dragonfly. I have not done the sky in here, but I'm kind of waiting so that when I do this one, I can make it match. Or I may do this one as sunset, and this one with a sunny, and this one as night. I haven't decided yet, but right now I'm going to call it complete. And then this month I did the freebie that Julia Sperry had on her website for the lockdown. And this was the one that she had to print. And I used alcohol markers and a little bit of pencil. There's a little bit of gel pen on the curtains. And this is washi tape. And I tried to stick to a pretty simple color palette, only a few markers. And this kind of patchwork carpety looking stuff, that's just a brown eyeshadow that I had. Next one was another whip, or work in progress, and I finished it. This one, very colorful. So I had started this with a friend, and we actually took on the challenge of using Crayola crayons to color a page in this book. So the bottom half, from here down, I have used Crayola crayons, and I have added white gel pen on top. After I had done this much in crayons, I hated it. I mean, it turned out okay, but it was just a pain. And so I just left it forever. And I decided, okay, we just need to finish this no matter how bad it looks. So I finished it up with alcohol markers, and it actually doesn't look too bad together. So this is Monster Doodles. Monster Doodles Invasion coloring book by Ronnie Pios. This is out of the Julia Rivers collection, I believe. If you guys are interested in this book, it has lots of cute little monsters and doodly stuff. I did do one out of this little book, Color and Relax. What was this one? And this one is actually done, if you can tell all these different swirly type things, it's because I use those gel pens that are swirl gel pens that I hardly ever use, because I had a collection. It seems like you get like 3 or 4 of them every time you buy gel pens. Like in the package, they give you these swirl gel pens, and then they just pile up because you never use them. So I decided to play around with them and color this. It's okay, but I like the little message on it, so it works. And I started that seahorse as well with some bargain pencils. And then the last one I have to show you guys was in the Johanna Basford Magical Jungle, and this was Buddy Color Friend, and I did this one. Background is pencil. I believe it's Prismacolor pencil, and it's pretty much Tombow marker. This is the yellow is a Tombow marker. I shaded it with pencil. These individual colors are gel pen. Yeah, I just kind of tried to use markers and gel pens. The only real pencil work is a little bit of shading and the background. And I like how it worked out. It's all bright and fun. I'm trying to make this bright and fun in this book, because one of my past works was this one, and it's a rainbow tiger, so I'm just trying to make it fun. And that was my last one. So I hope you guys are all at home staying safe, and if you want a flip through of any of the books you saw today, just send me a message on Instagram, Jamie's Coloring Love. If you like my videos and would like to subscribe, please do so down below, and you can even make the little notification bell turn on so every time I post a video, you guys will know about it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, guys.